This tutorial is going to expand on the previous example of creating your own function. We're going to create a series of functions, taking a piece of complex code and chunking it up into discrete activities. And this will allow you to sort of create more elegant and more easily readable code. And so if we look here, we'll walk through this first. We've got 4 global variables, an x position and a y position, and a speed x and speed y. So basically, those will be used throughout the program. We've set the size to 500. We've got a background at 0. And then we've got 3 lines, which each call a unique function, one for move, one for bounce, and one for display. So the move function is changing the xy position of the ball. The bounce function is the conditional test for when the ball is hitting a side or the bottom or the top. And the display actually draws the ball. So if we look at the functions themselves, we can see we've got void move. Again, it's not returning a value, so it's a void function, and lowercase m because it's a custom function. Or rather, it's a function, not a class. So void move. And so we're incrementing or decrementing as depending on if the value of speed x is a positive or negative number. So we're incrementing up x, incrementing up y. Then we go into the bounce function, and we're doing the conditional to see if it's touching either the left side or the right side of the canvas, or the top or the bottom of the canvas. And if it does, then we flip the value of speed x or speed y from a positive to a negative or a negative to positive. And then finally, we display. And so this is where we basically draw. We have a fill of white, no stroke, and we draw an ellipse. And so the sequence matters. It's still going from top to bottom, so it's moving it first, then it's checking the conditional, and then it's drawing it. So keep that in mind, that a common mistake is to put one thing before the other, and that can mess up how the code actually runs. So if we run it, it's just the ball moving simply through the space, bouncing off the walls. We can see it's overshooting the walls because we didn't set the conditional test to match the width. So we're not saying it's width minus whatever 12.5. So is it greater than width minus 12.5? Is it less than 0 plus 12.5? Right, so now if we run it, oh, now we got trapped because we started at 0, 0, or 1, 1, so we want to start in the middle here. So that was a good example of a conditional trap where we're outside of the conditionals, and so the ball no longer moves. So you can see now it bounced off the right wall, or it appeared to bounce off the right wall, but we didn't change the conditionals for the top and bottom. So there you go. That's it.